What's up YouTube, Pokemon here, bringing you another Pokemon TCG opening. Today we are looking at the Roaring Skies theme deck, Aurora Blast. So stay tuned and enjoy. Okay guys, let's go ahead and get right into it. As you can see, this deck is built around Articuno and is water and fire type theme deck. As you can see, I have already opened it. I went ahead and went through it to get the cards more organized, just so they're easier to sort through. Let's see, we'll get this off, and let's see. Alright, here is the playmat. I'll go ahead and get you a closer look at that. Okay, here's that playmat. You can see we got Articuno facing us and Zapdos on the other side. Getting nice and close so you can get a good look at your side as you'll be playing with the Articuno deck. And as you can see, they have it all nicely laid out for you. Your prize cards, your bench, your active Pokemon, deck and discard, then tips and tricks and how to play the game, you know, the parts of your turn, special conditions, and so on, just to help you get through the game if you're new. Next up, we've got our counters and burn and poison markers. And as usual, is our little pamphlet showing the rules of the game, giving you tips and tricks, and of course, the list of all the cards available in the set, so you can check them off as you go. In this one, we actually got a Chespin coin. I'm a little surprised we didn't get a Roaring Skies specific coin like we saw in the Zapdos theme deck Storm Rider, but that's the way it is. I mean, I guess one way you can say it, hey, at least they actually gave you two different coins instead of the same one. Here is the box containing 59 of the 60 cards. Here is the code card, which will get you this deck in the game online. And here is our fancy Articuno with the Shattering Glass Holographic effect. When you pull it, and you'll see the card in the deck in a second, out of sets it is non-holo, just a regular one. Actually, let's put that with his buddies. So this deck is the only way to get Articuno in a holographic form. It doesn't even list it in the card list. So go ahead and put Articuno here. And here we go. We've got Articuno times 2, both in the holographic and the regular rare form. Let's go ahead and put this guy up here so you can keep an eye on him. Next up in the water type Pokemon is Wingull. We have 2 Wingull as well as 2 Pelippers. And guess what? That's it for the water type Pokemon. I know. Articuno definitely not a bad Pokemon. Not the best in the world, but he's a solid Pokemon. He's not going to get a lot of playing competitive, but he does alright for fun. And he'll do alright in the trainer challenges in the online game as well, I'm sure. Next up are the fire Pokemon. We've got Victini. Not a bad Pokemon to start off with. For 1 energy, you get to draw a card. For 2 energy, you get Psybolt, which does 20. And if you get a heads, we'll paralyze the Pokemon. So a nice little delay tactic and draw acceleration. And that's it for our fire Pokemon. Yes, we have already gone through both water and fire with just 3 lines. 4 Pokemon type different Pokemon, and you're done. Letting you know the bulk of this pack is colorless. We start off with Dunsparce. Dunsparce has a higher HP in this one, but his moves, I don't know, they're definitely different. Burrow, you get to discard the top card of your opponent's deck. Not bad for a draw out tactic. And then Rollout does 20 damage, both 1 energy, so it's good in that sense, and a free retreat. So you do get a free retreating Pokemon with this, and being colorless, you could use him as your free retreat in any deck very easily. Next up is Fletchling. Much lower HP, only 40, 1 energy attack, acrobatics, can do between 10 and 30 damage based on 2 coin flips. Each head you get adds an additional 10. So not horrible, but not great. And for some reason they did not put any of the evolutions of Fletchling, even though they are fire type, and it would have kind of rounded that out a little better. Very interesting. And they are in this set. Swablu. Only 40 HP again. The one move, it just heals 20 damage from one Pokemon for an energy. Single retreat. Not very good, but he does get better with his evolution, colorless evolution type. So I can see this Pokemon actually being in competitive play, but only with its evolved counterpart. Next up is Pidove, 60 HP, 1 retreat. Homing Pidove, gotta love the name of that. Look at the top card of your deck. Then you may shuffle your deck. So if you don't like what you see, shuffle it up and you can get something else in that place. Gust, 2 energy, 20 attack. Standard, nothing spectacular. Tranquil, 80 HP, still only 1 retreat. Fly, does 40 damage, cost 2, flip a coin. If tails, this attack does nothing. If heads, prevent all effects of attacks, including damage, done to this Pokemon during your opponent's next turn. Very interesting. So you could potentially be invincible if the coin flip is on your side. You could use Trick Coin and the older version of Victini, which had that ability to let you take another shot at flipping a coin. You can only use one of them, but either one will increase your odds. You'll get 2 50-50 chances of getting that coin flip you want and protecting yourself. 2 Tranquils. Next up is Spearow, 60 HP, 1 retreat. Peck does 30 for 2 energy. Pretty standard and average. Nothing spectacular or horrible about Spearow. Except that almost everyone has a hatred of Spearow because of them attacking Pikachu in the first right in the beginning of the anime series. Fearow is next, 100 HP, still only 1 retreat. Peck does 30 for 1, 4 colorless energy, can dish out 70, and if heads, you get to discard an energy. Not bad. Kind of a high cost, 2 double colorless energies to power it, plus a lot of cards made for getting rid of special energy or protecting against them. So not bad, but not great. Taillow, 50 HP, 1 move, double pack, 1 energy cost, 10 times the number of heads you get in 2 coin flips with a single retreat energy. A little risky, seeing as though it completely relies upon the coin flip, but not bad. Swellow's the main guy you would want that for. He does have the Delta Plus ability, which gets you an extra prize card if you knock out with Swellow. Peck, 2 energy, 30, that's below average I'd say, especially for a stage 1. Wing attack, 3 energy, does 50 damage only. So you definitely would want to use Wing Attack with a double colorless energy attached. Only 1 retreat. And then find a way to boost up the attack with things like Silver Bangle, Muscle Band, and so on. Only 1 Swellow. Alright, here's the dragon included. Definitely a favorite of a lot of people. Not so much gameplay, just as a Pokemon in general. We've got this 3 Pokemon line, starting with Bagon, continuous headbutt. Does 30 times the number of heads you get, and you just keep on flipping till you get a tails. 1 fire, 1 colorless, 60 HP, 1 retreat. Not bad, but a little bit risky. Moving on, we then get to his stage 1 form, Shelgon, 80 HP, has the ability Exoskeleton. Any damage done to this Pokemon by attacks is reduced by 10 after applying a weakness and resistance. 1 attack, Rolling Tackle, does 60, requires 1 fire, 1 water, and 1 colorless. And the retreat has skyrocketed up to 3. So once you get to this point, there's not really a going back without the use of other cards to take care of that retreat cost. And then we got Salamence, 160 HP, definitely pretty nice. 3 moves, which is unusual. Shatter, discard any stadium card in play, and does 60. Definitely useful against people using that new Skyfield ability to power their Mega Rayquazas. You also get Power Howl, 1 water, 2 colorless, does 20 times. This attack does 20 damage times the number of cards in your opponent's hand. So if he's gotten loaded up, this bad boy will dish it out. And the final one, Steam Blast, 170 damage. Golly, that is so much power for a non-EX. However, it does have a cost. 2 fire, 1 water, and colorless. And the bigger cost, discard 3 energy attached to this Pokemon. Gosh, that hurts. So you definitely would want to make sure you have a way of getting that energy out of the discard and back onto this Pokemon to keep it powered up. Alright, now we're into the trainers. That's it for the Pokemon. We got Tiernos in almost every theme deck. Here's a Pokemon Center Lady. This time they gave us the Pokemon Fan Club, so you can load up your bench with basic Pokemon. Well, 2 anyway. We got Wally again. Search your deck for a card that evolves from one of your Pokemon and put it onto that Pokemon. Shuffle your deck afterwards. You can use this card during your first turn or the first turn that Pokemon was in play. Steven, search your deck for a supporter card and a basic energy, reveal them and put them into your hand. And here's another new supporter, Winona. Search your deck for up to 3 colorless Pokemon, reveal them and put them into your hand. Shuffle your deck afterwards. Definitely useful, especially with this deck, which is loaded with colorless Pokemon. And we'll see this get used a lot, I'm sure. Every Mega Rayquaza colorless deck will be rocking Winona. We got Professor's Letter, 2 of them. Don't think we need to read through that. I'm sure you're acquainted with it. Switch, Ultra Ball, and Revive. Nothing new in terms of items. A pretty standard set of item cards. Then we get the Double Dragon Energy, which you can attach to Dragon type only, and it will count as any energy type required. So you can get that 2 different energy type that is required this way, and then load up with just your other energies. And then, of course, our water energy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 water, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fire. So that is the deck, guys. Built around Articuno. Also, let's face it, it's obvious that these decks were also built with introducing some of the new things in the set, the Double Dragon Energy, for example, and some of those new trainer cards. Let me know in the comments below which of these decks you thought was the best one. The Aurora Blast, or in our previous video, the Storm Rider. I'll click the link below. I'll make sure it's there so you guys can check out the other theme deck. And then let me know which one you thought was best. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Remember, very soon we will be having a giveaway celebrating the Roaring Skies launch and the channel's first milestone in subscriber count, breaking the 50 barrier. So, lots to look forward to. Like if you enjoyed this video. Leave comments below, specifically answering that question, which theme deck is best, in your opinion, from the Roaring Skies set. And we'll see you guys next time. Take care.